We've seen my get home bag. This is my bug out bag or bug out bag system. As you can see, there's two bags, and I'll get to that in a moment. The only reason why I would have to bug out is for a house fire, a industrial accident, gas leak. You know, it's that kind of stuff. The government crackdown, martial law, civil war, that in my area, very, very unlikely. I can't say it will be impossible because you never know the future. However, looking at, say, the last 15, 20 years, I'm most confident that it would be one of the previous emergencies, house fire, gas leak, industrial accident, that kind of stuff, that I would have to leave my home. So, as you can see, there's a standard, looks like a book bag, if you will, and obviously more camouflage, military surplus type stuff. So, I'll show you what's in both bags. Let's start with the backpack, the school backpack. Alright, here's the first backpack. As you can see, it's all emptied. And if you noticed, it's all food. If you remember what I keep telling you over and over, there's shelter, water, food, first aid. So this is one of the many systems. This is one part of the many systems. Like I said, with the house fire, I'm out of my house for quite a long time, and I'm going to be staying with friends, family. I could be staying in a hotel room for God knows how long. So just to make things a little less of a burden for family or friends, I got my own food with me. It's not the most healthy, but it will serve in a pinch. And as you can see, I got 6 MREs, meals refused by everyone, meals ready to eat, however you want to call it. I like them. You know, I wouldn't consist my entire diet of them, but they're okay. These are obviously dehydrated meals. I've gone through a few so far, and already I've noticed that they're pretty darn good. I've yet to have a real bad one, unlike the MREs. I've had some real stinkers. More packets of water and 2 boxes of diethylene glycol. The only reason why I have those two, I have no idea where I'm going to be at. And this is an add-on to my kit, my get home bag, which is already in my car. I already have my canteen cup and my canteen, so I can boil water if I really have to. If it was an emergency where even my family and friends have to evacuate, these are add-ons to my already base system. My core system is getting home. This is more of an add-on. So here's my food. Let's look at what's inside my bug out bag. Alright, here's the bug out bag itself. As you can see, it's military surplus. This thing right here is what they call a fanny pack. I'll get to moment what's inside there, but it cost me a lot less than, say, a brand new camping style backpack. Those things can get pretty pricey. I think I paid like between 28 and 38 bucks for this. So compared to with the quality of this, because it is military grade, compared that to a civilian version, I was going to be paying a heck of a lot more. So, alright, let's take a look what's inside this. Okay, as you can see, this is the clothing portion of my bug out bag. Very similar to my get home bag, but there's no dress clothes per se. These are just clothes just to get me through. This is set up for winter, by the way, so this is going to be a lot more bulk to it. Starting over here, we have a pair of leather gloves, regular t-shirt, some pants, if you will. These are polypros. This is what the military use. Very similar to Under Armour, but a lot less expensive. That's the top. These are the bottoms, and this is a very lightweight t-shirt to help wick moisture away. This can also be used for summertime as well. Cotton schmog, got a wool cap, wool scarf. These are skivvy rolls. Each roll is a pair of socks, underwear, t-shirt, what have you. Plus I have two cotton bandanas, one for flagging and one for kind of filtering stuff out. You can also use it to make char cloth if so desired. This is the military poncho with the poncho liner. I only have, excuse me, I only have this with the bug out bag because I don't have room for it on my get home bag. Plus, get home, it's been winter so far, so this will be switching over into my car. So this is the clothing portion or the cover portion of my bug out bag. Alright, these are the items that are in my bug out bag. As you can see, it's a lot less than what's in my get home bag. You may ask yourself, well, why do you have so much less? Well, the answer's simple. The get home bag's already loaded. These are just add-ons that I keep in the bug out bag in case I need to evacuate. I have these extra items. So a little bit more is kind of good, but at the same time it could weight you down and make things kind of not so good. So you got to remember, my bug out bag, it's designed for in case I have to leave my house for a house fire, chemical accident, what have you. I'm eventually going to be coming back home. Unless it's a total catastrophe, then well, this is more or less moot. So starting out from left to right, for fire making, got a bag of some stormproof matches, regular matches, some duct tape, and some Bic lighters. On top of that, magnesium fire starter, a fire steel plus jute twine and cotton balls. Oh, this is the bag I keep it in. Nice little alcohol bottle, Crown Royal. This is cotton, so in case I need to make char cloth, bingo, right there it is. This is a, what do you call it, a waterproof liner. They were used in the Alice packs. This is rubberized on one side, so I can use it as a regular laundry bag to keep my clothes dry, or I can use it to collect water if I so need to. A machete and there's on the spine, there's a wood saw, so I got that. Do I really need that? No, but it's there just in case. New style chem light, plus regular chem lights, flashlight, headlamp, batteries for both that and that, knife sharpener, emergency whistle once again, toe warmers, hand warmers. Something new in this kit is a sewing kit because I'll be staying out a lot longer. I might need to repair some clothing. Repair kit for that because that might get a puncture if I need to collect any kind of water. Hygiene. Soap. This is a chamois. This is normally used for your car, but believe it or not, on a forum, a survival forum, somebody mentioned use a chamois for your car, like a synthetic chamois for your car. It works great. I tried it out. Yeah, it does work. May not be as good as a regular bath towel, but hey, you got the chance to keep yourself clean. Toothbrush, toothpaste, big bottle hand sanitizer. Why? Because you got yourself 2 rolls of toilet paper. For the simple fact is, you don't know how long you're going to be out there, and if you're away for at least a week, well, you got 6 full changes of clothes, and it is, well, you never know. So, if you noticed, there's no first aid kit, no canteen cup for water. Well, guess what? It's in the other kit. So, like I said, these are add-ons. Plus, with the extra food, I can basically sustain myself for a total of a good 6 days very comfortably. I can extend that out to 2 weeks and so forth. So this is my bug out bag or bug out bag system. So Alrighty, one last thing before I close out this video. Before somebody posts, oh, you need a gas mask, you need an emergency radio. Well, guess what? Gas mask, emergency radio. The reason why these aren't in that or my get home bag, is one, this mask is the obviously Russian surplus. I've heard that this filter is made from asbestos or made with asbestos. That's like adding fuel to the fire, if you will. You can get mesothelioma, but if it's in a pinch, you better believe I'm using this. I bought this years ago as part of a Halloween costume. It didn't fit because it was just a bit too tight. I have a bit of a large head, so this, if I had, say, a normal sized head, this would have fit comfortably, and I would definitely be packing that a little bit better. Probably get a NATO filter for that. However, if there's anybody that knows anything about gas masks, please leave some comments below. Moving on to this. This is a AM/FM shortwave weather band radio. This has a crank for dynamo powered, it's got batteries, and it's got solar charging. So there's 3 ways for power. It also has a flashlight. Not very bright, but like I said, you don't want to kill your night vision. And this is a very good way of staying in contact or staying up to date on important information. The other thing I am investigating is a communication device like, say, a handheld radio. However, I'm not really totally sold on to the thing because my family may not have that. So if I'm trying to get home, if it's, say, a blackout like that happened here in the United States back in 2003, a couple of states were affected, cell phones, telephones are going to be knocked out. The only problem is if I have the one radio I was looking at is called, I believe, Baofeng radio. Everybody's raving about that. So the only downside is, one, it's not waterproof or water resistant to a good enough degree, and you need a license to operate it. You can listen, but to transmit you do need a license. And some other people saying, well, if it is a SHTF, the rules are out the window. True. However, at the extent of the blackout, rules, the society did not collapse, and I still needed to get home, but at the same time, I don't want to break the law. So if anybody knows more about those Baofeng radios, please educate me. That's why I'm showing this. The reason why these are not in that or in my get home bag, for the simple reason, they're too bulky. They don't fit. That bag and my get home bag is full. Packed full. What's it mostly packed full of? Clothing. What is clothing? Clothing is shelter. That's the paramount key. I can't stress that enough. So that was actually out of my inch bag, which I'll put up in a little while. That I'm kind of leaving out because, like I said, the filter for that is made out of asbestos, or made with asbestos. So back in the Cold War era, the Soviets, they didn't really know. Neither did us. Neither did the United States. So it is what it is. And gas masks, good ones, are expensive. And I just don't have the money, people. That's why I'm doing these videos, is to show you what I use to kind of get you through in a pinch, like the core essential items that you need. I'm not telling you specifically which items, which brands to get, just these are ideas. Each person is going to be a little different, but if you keep to the four core items, shelter, water, food, first aid, you're good to go. So with that in mind, stay tuned for my inch system. It's rather complex, rather big, rather bulky. I hope to God I never have to use it, but guess what? I got it just in case. That was my original bug out bag until I wised up. Like a lot of newbies out there, I spent too much money on junk. And that's pretty much what my inch bag is. A lot of junk, however, it was quality junk. I doubt I will ever use it, but at the same time, I can also go camping with it. So, stay tuned for my inch bag, and you all have a good day.